one of the most important things about getting something custom made is getting proper measurements. So I'm going to show you right now how to do that and where specifically those measurements need to be taken. Okay, so first we're going to start with the bust. So you go right on top, the widest, the fullest area, and that's the bust. Measuring tape goes down to your waist, so it's the smallest part of your waist, as opposed to some people think it's a bit lower. Sometimes if people that wear low-rise pants, they think that that's where their waist is, but it's actually the smallest area. So that's the waist. For a seated person, a way to get the hip measurement is, I'm just going to move the hands down, to kind of shimmy the waistband, or sorry, the measuring tape down behind around the fullest area. And if you're someone who is an able-bodied person and you're standing, that area is generally about 8 inches below the waist, and it's usually the widest area. So that's the hip measurement. So one very important measurement to take is the rise, which is from the front waist, through the front, through your legs, to the back, and the back to the back waist. And this is very important because while you're seated, you want to be comfortable, and that measurement's very important. So the way you can do it while you're sitting is get your measuring tape, put it behind your thigh, kind of shimmy it up, and then you want to go to the center, and you just keep shimmying your way around. Measuring tapes are generally pretty slippery, so it's not difficult. At the back, you want to be at the back waist, and basically where you want your pants to be, and in the front, you're at the front waist. And that measurement shouldn't be tight, it should be very comfortable. When you have that spot in the back, you hold your finger at that point and pull your measuring tape out so that you know what that measurement is. And that's how you take that measurement. Other measurements you could take is your thigh. So you could do that, again, just by shimmying it up. And it's always best to give the largest area. And that's usually higher up. And someone who does have upper body movement and has good hand movement, they can do this on their own. Otherwise, you will need someone to help you do it. Another important measurement to take is your sleeve length. To take an arm measurement, there's 2 ways of taking it depending on your tailor. Some tailors like to take it at the top of the arm, at the point where the shoulder meets the arm. Some tailors like to take it from the middle of the back, which is called the center back neck. And usually men's wear is done that way, women's wear is done from this point at the shoulder. So we'll do that one first. It's good to have your arms slightly bent because that gives you a little bit of length. If you do it straight, when you pull your arm up, your sleeve sometimes gets much shorter. So again, to the elbow, and then to the wrist. The other measurement is from the middle of the back to the shoulder, and then the same thing, elbow, wrist. Often men's wear is measured that way, and ladies is usually at the shoulder. Neck measurements are important, especially if you're someone that operates their own chair, hitting buttons at the back of your neck or using your neck a lot. You tend to build up muscle in your neck, so your neck tends to be a little bit larger, so you should let your tailor know that. So it's as simple as just wrapping the tape around your neck, and that's the measurement. The next measurement we're going to take is across your back. So that is shoulder point to shoulder point, straight across the back. just like that. So for an inseam, the way we're going to take that measurement is get the measuring tape, put it as far to the top of the thigh as you can, and then just run the measuring tape down your leg to whatever the desired length you want it to be. And it's very important that your knee is bent, because that gives you the length that you need for a sitting position. Another measurement we can take is the torso. Some people are short-waisted, high-waisted, so we need to know that. Start the measuring tape from the middle of the shoulder, over the chest, in the center, to the waist. And that's how we get that. Another measurement, sometimes that's required, it depends on what garment is being made, is to measure across the front. And that's usually taken about 2 inches below the top of the shoulder, and then just straight across. And an easy way to know where that line is usually where there's a seam. If you're wearing something and it has a seam like this, that's where the tape starts, and on the other side is where it ends. And that's that measurement. And those are all the basic measurements and how to take them.